There we go. I'm recording. Hello, my name's Mark Walmsley, and I'm a marketing consultant. And I've been joined by Camila Ferreira, who I used to work with briefly, and we still do kind of, at Clincase in Berlin, which is an electronic data capture software provider working in clinical trials. The reason we thought we'd do this quick video was because Camila has decided to move on from Clincase and is looking for new opportunities, and I think you wanted to break into more marketing. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. During my time now at Clincase, I was not focusing that much on marketing, which is what I'm really passionate about. So sadly, I had to move on to be able to retrieve, to go back to.
I can hear the dog. Sorry.
Yes, I can hear it as well, but it's fine.
Okay, so what I was really impressed about in your LinkedIn profile was the fact that you worked in so many different places, presumably having to master so many different languages. So why don't you tell me a little bit about the various places you've worked since you qualified?
Right. So I started my work journey in Brazil, actually, after I graduated from my bachelor's. I did my bachelor's in Qatar, and then I decided to go back to Brazil, where I worked as a freelancer for a little bit. I helped two small companies while I was in Brazil to develop their brand identity, their logos, and also like their voice. So that was the first experience I had with marketing and public relations. And then after that little while that I spent in Brazil, I decided to go back to Qatar, and where I worked there for 2 years as a film producer. So I was also doing a lot of organizational events organization, and then set organization and setup. So that was really interesting. And I did some work as well in Canada when I was there. I was teaching some SEOs and some online presence for some students in the university that I was doing my master's. That was really interesting as well, because it's not always that you get an opportunity to teach new students and new people about the things that you've learned yourself. Mm-hmm. So that was quite interesting. And then after that, I did some part-time work in China, lastly, with a local magazine. I was writing content for their online magazine. So I did a few pieces for them that was published on their website.
And that brings us up to Clincase in Berlin, where we've worked together.
That's correct.
And so where are you looking? Where are you hoping? I think when we spoke recently, you said Berlin is fine and you love Berlin and you'd be happy to stay in Berlin, but that doesn't mean you wouldn't be prepared to relocate for the right role. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. I'm not attached to any place. As I said, I've been to quite a few, so I'm not scared of just uplifting and going somewhere. Okay. I'm in love with the city, so I like to stay, but anywhere in the world, I can make a home.
Excellent. And so what would you think, what would colleagues of ours, how would they describe you and your work ethic? And I mean, I know you're great to work with because we've worked with together, but what are perhaps the three things that people might say about you, that the value that you bring to a role?
So my supervisor has recently said many times, that I'm very fast. So before he even tells me what to do, or that he even notices that something is going amiss, I have already seen it and have already started to take care of it. So I think that's right now my strongest suit. They keep telling me as well that I'm very organized. I have helped now in Clincase to establish quite a few processes in the department that I was working. Everything was a bit disorganized when I joined, and now the processes are finally working. So mm-hmm. I've been spending a lot of time with that. And I don't know, I think that a lot of people also find it very easy to work with me. I'm a person that I don't know, I'm quite happy all the time, and I try to bring that that happiness and to break that tension in the office as well. Sometimes people are very stressed, and therefore not talking very much or very, in their own heads. And I have the tendency of trying to bring the mood down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That's cool. And so technically your qualification is a master's degree in communication and media studies. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
And there was another qualification, global communication at Simon Fraser University.
Yes.
So you're extremely well qualified, and you've now got the experience that those roles has given you across multiple cultures, multiple locations, and now it's time for something new. So you're findable on LinkedIn. So if somebody searches for you, they can search for Camila Ferreira, and they will find you. Your surname is Ferreira.
Yes.
And if you struggle, you'll just add Clincase, and I'm sure we'll find you. And so you'll be happy to hear from people who like the look of your profile and might have something that you would love to do and be great at.
Yes, I would.
No, that's brilliant. Okay, shall we see if this works? Let's see if we can get this to travel all over LinkedIn.
Let's try that.
Recruitment by video is a new business. Okay, thanks, Camila. Good luck with it.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much.
Bye.